All right. So let's start off with something like a simple questions. What made you start doing stuff for Roblox, like developing stuff?
Um, Mostly because my friends were doing it, and I always wanted to develop it as well. Um, I know some friends who develop it, but they're like small. And they showed me what they did, and they also have worked for other people as well to make games. I kind of just followed in those footsteps because I do love coding, and making games on Roblox really evolves in the world of coding. And I really got that kind of interest since I was a child, because I find coding to be a world of endless opportunities. And I just kind of followed in my friends' footsteps when they were coding their own games, scripting, and I wanted to learn it as well. But I really never had the PC back then. I just got my PC recently. I'm glad that I have my own PC to code, to do stuff of camera and behind the scenes, because I don't want to learn and maybe try to make an actual game. But the thing is, nothing is really easy, and coding itself it's not really easy. Complex. It's a complex thing. It's a very complex uh, situation.
Mm. Um. So you said you.
Sorry, somebody was calling me. Someone was calling me.
Sorry. Um.
So yeah,
You're not done, or you?
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. So I saw that you used to be part of Roblox, RTC. Can you tell me about
No,
that?
I'm still part. I'm still
You still
part
a
of it.
part of
I'm
it?
still part of
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So how has RTC been treating you?
Um. Well, to answer that question, I just have to think back and when I first joined RTC. I was around the ages 14, 15, 13, around that age, to just give the whole idea. The RTC was born not in the exact right place, not in the exact the best place you can ever imagine, because mostly because at the beginning there was a lot of drama, a lot of toxicity between members, a lot of dramas, and I was around that. It kind of put up a very bad influence on me when I was a kid, because I can admit I was very immature. I didn't know what I was doing back then. I can't admit that. But I grew out of it. I just said, and I kind of was living in a different life back then. I kind of wanted to get out of that, just do something better for myself, and live something better than what happened back then. I'm kind of glad that RTC at least grew out of the whole drama, the whole false allegations that people have been throwing around back then in 2021 to 2022, back from those years, or simply just 5 years ago. I'm kind of glad that they were really growing out of that, just moving off from that kind of stuff, because it's been damaging the whole community and been putting back a bad luck on the whole community. But I've been seeing, like, as like a member of it, been and someone who has been around since the peaks of its creation. I know a lot of people there. I also know the owner of the RTC. They know me as well, but since I think they grew. They had their ups and downs, but their whole RTC is doing much better from 5 years ago, and I think a lot of people in the community can say the same, and can safely assume and generally want the whole general of the community just want to stay in this era instead of the older era because how toxic, how bad it was, and how people's lives were being ruined falsely because of false allegations. Mostly because people were just attacking here and there, and no one was really looking or double checking who was right, who was wrong, because everyone there just generally forgot the true side of a story moral. So they're just thankful that we are living in a better era now in this community.
Hmm. Um, when did you start playing Roblox?
Around the years of two, if I can remember right, I don't remember the exact year, but to give you a perspective, I started playing Roblox at the year of 2016, right around where Tix was around. That's when I was the ages of 8, A7. I was still a toddler back then, and I started playing it because my cousins were playing it, and I was just curious what were they were playing. I just thought it was cool, so I just followed into those footsteps. And my cousins, one of my cousins, created my own first account for me, um, and really customized my first avatar, and got and I was privileged to still keep a Tix UGC back then. So that's a plus from back then, really. So basically, I was just following in my cousin's footsteps because they were playing as well. So I wanted to play.
So, I did just so you recently made a post on your Twitter saying that Soul. Actually, no. Let's wait. Let's wait to get into that. What else can you tell me about you?
Um, I'm an artist. I have been doing art for a little while now since I was a kid. I I first started doing transitional art. I just kind of were doing tracing. Um, I was just tracing, just looking at the screen because there was a lot of tutorials uh, back then. There was a lot of tutorials how to draw this, and this character, and this and that. And I just kind of got interested because drawing it's something that's really interests me because it's using your imagination, it's using your creativity, and it's just a calming activity that I like to do sometimes. I don't really post it much, but when I do, I at least try to make sure I take my time on it. um, I want to try to prioritize to do more art on my own Twitter, but at these days I'm very busy and I'm a very busy person. But I still do art. I still don't really show it much to people. Sometimes I forget, but sometimes I don't. But I still do it. I moved on to transitional to digital a few years later into the to the future. Um, Around the ages 13, 14, I started doing digital because I've been seeing apps like Ivy's X Paint and what other people be using to actually draw art, and I just kind of followed their own footsteps because I was just curious, like how good of the app is, what they had to offer, and I use it. I started using Ivy's Xpaint. It was good until I moved on to Adobe products. I feel like Adobe products has a bit more superior, but that's just my own opinion. I still like Ivy's Xpaint. I still use some the older programs for some specific stuff that I kind of use it. If I need to do a little bit of editing, this and that, I do use it. I'm not like a person who uses just one program and to make art. I use a lot because I feel like art is it's just all about creativity. You use what you have with you. You don't really need to just use one thing to actually be an artist. You can use a lot of other programs. I use so like for example, I also use like an editing app to actually put like some very cool effects because I want to like save time Um, I want to save time, while drawing. So that's why.
Mm. Uh, if so, what is your favorite Roblox game slash community? If you don't have one, what is your favorite game to play?
My favorite game, honestly, is just battleground games. I feel like the game I really love to play, it was Battlegrounds because, I like fighting games, and it really interests me the most. But that's really the battleground games was just really the games I like to play on these kind of days. Well, the time we are right now. Back then, I used to play tycoon games, some speedrun games, some very old classic because I found it to be more entertaining. But since how Roblox grew and how there was new things that was coming to Roblox, I found like games was at least more entertaining than what other games there was in Roblox right now.
Out of all of the communities you've interacted with on Roblox, which has to be the nicest or best one you've interacted with?
Uh, the thing is, I don't think I have interacted with a lot of communities. The thing is, I've been staying with the RTX community for a long time. I don't know why I haven't really interacted with a lot of communities because I feel like RTX was just a home to me. Um, because um, once I s- once I find something and I stick with it for a long time, I started to get really this kind of connection, like a unbreakable connection to that one thing. And it's just kind of hard to just let go and just go on to a new community. I feel like, and because I have a lot of high hopes for RTX to grow and just learn from some general mistakes that people have been doing, I have really high hopes. I know the owner, I know people who work for RTX, and I don't know them all. Um, but I just have really high hopes. It's been growing. It's been almost 7 years. I've been around like only almost like 6 years. I'm gonna be completing my 6th year into the RTX pretty soon. The whole RTX creation has been around since 7 years. So although it did start off with a lot of toxicity and a lot of drama, I think they been growing out of it. Like I said before.
You were saying RTX, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Um hmm. Hmm. Do you have anything you can tell me? Because I don't really have any other questions.
Nothing at the moment. Honestly, there's not a lot I really wanted to tell right now.
Okay. So we're gonna